like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. That be late, waist snatch. Back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina. Belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Like a Monday, Ferrari body. This is sweet.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Hang in there now, hang in there now.
The 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Lou.
4 down. Check.
They'll run the former manager, and he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
On the ball. Please 5-7.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, baby.
What's your son?
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. He got 29 yards that time. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
And
they'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hang in there now, hang in there now.
tight left. 4 down.
There we go, back man.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Jeffrey goes over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Come on now, come on now.
3rd
Let's
down,
go.
a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight left. Hey, we are.
Run on the toss. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 13 yards that time to the 1st. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time.
Shorty.
They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Into the red zone. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking left side, he's got him in. It's King. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Hang in
It's
there
been
now.
a
Hang in there now.
7-play opening
Hey,
drive, and this is
Lou.
3rd and short.
This 5-2.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Come on, run. Bring him in.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. There we go. Back.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the Eagles are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or
120.
stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd
Hey, other
level.
side. Solid.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Good effort through the run drop, 2nd good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard
Hey,
line.
you're on an island over there.
Come on. Sunday.
Here's kick number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over
Let's
300
convert.
pounds. He's a big man. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Green, Triple C.
Hey, 58 is a Mike.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the
Now
50.
the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Blue lady.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 58. Let's go.
Second down throw for Winston. Eagle pressure too much this time. Down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and 1.
Watch for the bounce, that.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, he'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And taking it at the 35. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations?
Here we go.
Sometimes you see attack. That's what I'm seeing so far.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
What's this, son?
Action. It's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed postman?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And try and generate some offense on this drive.
At least 3 points to go 0 off the board. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Ready. Blue ready. Green, Triple C. Hey,
watch that. Watch that.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
This is and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, hey.
4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
First down, they run with Hines. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Easy. Hey.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down.
Watch 44.
Got double tight. Even.
Shift.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Blaze up.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Let's go now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
Blaze up.
They'll run it down. Here we go. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Sunday.
4 down.
Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked down. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Done. Waiting.
4 down. Alert.
81.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Run.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Keep it tight end.
Get over there. Go.
Hey.
Go. Waiting.
4 down.
And on the ground they go. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Get him, boy.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, here we go. Blue 80! Ram, ram! Kill! Push up!
Now a quick fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4.
Push up!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Hey, 4 down.
Go. 180!
Right there. 54, right there.
At least 5-7.
Great game here with the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Takes an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
3-3.
Action here on 1st down. He's going to walk one deep up, looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Hargraves with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Wait. Follow.
The interception. Winston. He's going to walk one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Green, Triple C!
On 2nd down, Winston again. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Follow!
Double tight!
Sonic!
Motion!
Third and long for Winston. He leaves this one for Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is his back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He'll field this at the 5. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and reach for the football again. You need to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Even. 4 down.
They'll run it. He'll get about 3 to the 21.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Mike 54.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Throw, but incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He was called in 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense?
Here we go, even.
Jameis down on 1st down. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even
We got
40 yards.
3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Everyone got 4 down.
Again, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
2 minutes remain here in the first half.
Yeah, baby.
We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Wait up.
2nd down, Winston. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
I'm starting to feel for the quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready. Back 25 to high. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, sub. Let's
football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Run, run, run! That's it, baby!
Go, go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And we'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short time.
On the gun on 3rd down, wins. Fires one, but incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
26 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Taking a couple yards to the field. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Green, Trevor C.
Mike by 4, Mike by 4.
Sonic. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You got 4. You got 4.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Mike's 54.
Wait, hold up.
Rolling again. It's on 2nd and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see it.
Pretty nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Green, Trevor C.
Hey, 4 down.
Sonic. Wait, hold up.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Green, Trevor C. Ready. White 25.
3 down.
Wait, up.
Winston now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Now this is fielded in the end zone. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Hey, watch that. Watch
They'll turn the first man here with the running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit, his jacket out, even more. A lot of times the punter goes this out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now to know the work he's getting.
That goes for a gain of 31.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with. There wasn't much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves that you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Play action. Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
5-0. Sonic.
He's going to launch this one. This is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. Let's convert. Hey, 5-0.
Patch.
Boys, hot.
Again, it's Winston. Oh, he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back.
You know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Tight end's right. Everyone's going.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Wentz will try again on second down. And he comes back with the incomplete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
List 5-7.
Inside in the chest area, you're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
2nd and long after the hold.
He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right. Hey. 4 down. 4 down. 4 down.
Looking for the down. Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far.
Lion.
This will be 3rd and 19.
82.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle, deep, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
They'll run it now. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Lefty.
Mike, 51. Mike.
They'll go on the ground. He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Great 15.
Going now is Wentz. Incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. Players up.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Wait. Check. Plays up.
A second down try for Winston. Dumps it off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Let's go now.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Green, Trevor C. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Complete. He finds Bray. The Buccaneer first. Winston to Bray.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ohio.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All day. I'm coming after you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready. White 25. Green, triple team.
From the gun, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Tight end right, tight end right. Lefty, lefty. Go, go. 280. 4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
All right, get there, get there.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Lou. 97's the mic. Sunday. It's just me. It's just me.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And a little deep for Jeffrey. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
4 down. Check.
Now runners for toss. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to,
Let's go.
wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities. Really nice yardage.
Back to him on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Check 50. Hey, Rip 5-7. Check.
Down inside the 40 or about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
4 down. Alert.
What's that?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
There we go. Back man. 180. Hey, empty. Empty.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
120.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
I got 11. All day, dog.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Hang in there
The
now. Hang in
offense
there
here
now.
not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Move.
Here, sit.
5 down. Stand up in.
And the play clock is going to run
I got
out
11.
here.
I got 11.
They're in no hurry to get a play off. And they probably just tried to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but there's still 8 up time, got points, so that's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Yeah, they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
Alert. 3 down.
Ready. Black 22. Where's that?
Winston. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mason Jenkins. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight right. We got 4.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
4 down, 4 down.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
4 down, 4 down.
Here we go, here we go. Blue 80! Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Crunch time, defense.
Wentz got throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So out come the Bucs now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time
Let's convert,
run the
let's
football,
convert.
don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT in the last drive. He's going to go up top again. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's keep bringing
So
it.
after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Single, got a single on the slot, single on the slot. Sonic! 44, 44's getting the ball right there.
Out of his end zone, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. First and now to throw on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Sonic! Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Yes. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis now on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. 1st down, Winston. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
I got you, 44.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
3 down.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic.
Get the ball.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
3 down. Mike 54.
5-0.
Oh, dang.
They'll throw again. Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He had that lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Keep bringing it. Stay in there.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, got it.
The 1st down call for Winston. It's incomplete. took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some doubt.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Green, Trevor, say. Let's go.
Going again, Winston on second and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Puts out the Jordan Hicks. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Done. 120.
Watch that. Check line 54. Line 54.
Sunday.
Game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Tight end's right.
Here we go. Blue 80.
Man over the middle, and it's complete.
Yeah, baby.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Wentz now on first down. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's a big-time pitching catch right there. Partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now they'll run it on the top. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Lion. Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Just low, it's Wentz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
We got 4.
Don't go. Lady.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how